our friend Chris Gore.
Yes.
You know, he was out there in Vegas with us. Did the Film Threat meetup. It was great. Had to go to the hospital. Had to go to the hospital the next day. I was with them at the CinemaCon with Alan, and he wasn't feeling good. So I'm going to read his statement that he sent to us. And he went to the hospital for a couple of days. He is not going to make any live streams for at least a couple of weeks while he rehabilitates. It was very serious. Very serious. I think and he can explain this better when he gets out there, but he had a stroke while we were out there. So that I was worried about him all week. We didn't want to say anything. We wanted to respect Chris's wishes, but that's Chris. He's doing better now. Okay, he's on the mend. He's with family. People are taking care of him. Everybody's checking in on him. Everybody loves him. Show your love to Chris. But it was a pretty fucking scary thing we were dealing with over the week. But once we found out he was all right, we felt better. He got home safe. That was the most important thing. Mm-hmm. So here's Chris has given us something we can read. They said never go full retard. But right now I sound like a retarded Forrest Gump. By the way, one of the signs we knew something was wrong was Chris was saying, I don't feel good. My hand was shaking, and he cut himself shaving. And dude's been hungover before. Okay. And we just thought, hungover. He's like, no, this is different. And then he's like, I'm slurring my speech. And then as the day was going on at CinemaCon, I noticed and Alan noticed his speech was slurring, pretty bad. And as the day went on, we started getting more concerned to the point where we had a chat with him, Alan and I, and we were like, you should go to the emergency room, probably, right now. And I'm glad they did, because they went to urgent care, right? And Chris can correct the story, but I think they took his blood pressure and it was really high, so they sent him to the ER. And then he stayed in the hospital for a couple days. So, back to this. They say never go full retard, but right now I sound like a retarded Forrest Gump. Last week in Vegas, after the Film Threat party, I suffered a minor stroke. Doctors say that I'll likely make a full recovery in a few weeks. But right now, I feel like Simple Jack. And to make matters worse, Alan and I were robbed and lost all of our money and merch on the trip. Yeah, the car got broken into. Yeah, shit like that happens sometimes. So, their car was broken into. Everything was fucking stolen. Everything. I'll spend the next few weeks getting better as I go through physical therapy. I know it'll be a difficult road to recovery, but I promise that you will get no hospital selfies or GoFundMe campaigns from me. When bad things happen in life, I like to deal with it on my own. I've always believed that which does not kill you only makes you stronger. On the bright side,
unless you get both your arms blown off.
Well, then your legs will be stronger.
Wait, yeah, but what are you going to do? If somebody goes, hey, pick that up for us.
You get robot arms.
Yeah. On the bright side, as horrible as my speech is now, I can perfectly enunciate Kathleen Kennedy is a cunt. Which is more than I can say when Gary tries to say horror. Hey. Fuck you, Vegas. Chris, Frank, Gore. Chris, we love you.
Love you, Chris.
We fucking love you. Yeah, that was, whoa, dude. I was stressed out, man.
Yes, awful news, but hopefully he comes back with a vengeance.
Yeah, and I want to have a good Vegas story with Chris in the future, to rewrite this. Hopefully.
Yeah, but he will be okay. And as far as the shows in the future, well, I mean, it's really early on in the process, and we got to see how his recovery goes. But I have definitely volunteered, and many others, to fill in at Film Threat if they want us to do that for the streams. We're there for him. Just want to let him know we're there. We're there for you, buddy. We're there.